I'm Alison and I'm running for your next SU president because whilst the pandemic has exacerbated and exposed major issues in the higher education system, it has also created a great momentum for change. Students deserve better and a greater diversity of voices must be heard. Together we can demarketise and democratise the university. So, vote Romaine and let us turn over a new leaf! Woo-hoo! Here's how! I want to create a student renters union, so there's a group that stands up for student renters and not landlords. I want to set up a Skillshare shop in the SU, so you can go in and swap recipes for Photoshop sessions. And have hot water taps in study spaces, so you can bring your own reusable stuff and reduce waste. I want to work in solidarity with other SUs, national student movements and the rent strikers to work for government bailout so students are compensated for the reduced learning experience we've had this year and for paying for housing that many of us did not need. I want to put pressure on our Vice-Chancellor to fight for government action, as without students there would be no university. I want to increase student-staff solidarity to propel change in the marketised higher education system that is fundamentally broken. We need to stop putting profits before people, as increasing workloads and casualisation of staff affects our education too. I want to highlight the experience and impacts of COVID on international students who have studied in different time zones, paid extortionate fees and have no financial support. Many of us face barriers when trying to access the support services that the uni and SU offer. We need to reduce the long wait times and turnaways if your case is not urgent enough by urging the university to increase mental health funding, as well as creating an online guide to services available so it's easier to get help and quicker to get help. Many of us don't know how our fees are spent or even who university management are. I want to hold regular meetings with management for any student to attend, not just those in council, so underrepresented voices are heard. I want to ensure that students have a say in future no detriment policies and safety nets, and in collaborating with the officer team, we need to work for greater diversity in student voice and leadership. I have experience in working on campaigns such as Our Bodies Our Streets, an intersectional feminist campaign group that tackles street harassment and engages in community action. I've created wellbeing welcome packs for freshers as Secretary and Vice President of Argscape, and I recently set up Sheffield Action Group to get underrepresented voices and more student voices heard. Together we can rebuild the SU as a radical space that energises your uni experience whilst tirelessly standing up for your education and welfare. So vote Romaine and let us turn over a new leaf.
She is committed to helping others and her productivity baffles me. She helps set up Our Bodies, Our Streets, as well as dedicating her compassion and creativity to student action for refugees. She is the friendliest, most caring person I have possibly ever met. Vote for Alison.
I'm voting for Alison because I believe students should feel more empowered in their ability to change how the university is run. It's important that we have our say in areas such as mental health provision, staff contracts and the COVID response, instead of just being a source of income.
As we step into a year of normality, it's important to support students who've been suffering from mental health issues and wellbeing issues as a result of COVID.
She cares about what students want, need, and she's willing to take action to make a difference about it.
She cares about our well-being. She wants to build a stronger and more diverse student-led community at the university.
She's always supportive to anyone and she's gonna do a great job, so please vote for her.